I'll get to the heart of this speech now. This man from a foreign government walked into the United States legislative chamber and tried to take over U.S. foreign policy. He said, you should trust me, not your president, on this. I am the man you should trust. I am your true leader on this question of U.S. Geopolitics. To protect yourself, you must listen to me and not to this president. It was a startling situation to allow someone to come in knowing that that was going to be their message in the chamber of the U.S. Congress. This was a decision made by and certainly complied with by Netanyahu and his ambassador Dermer. They went into the U.S. Congress to take over U.S. foreign policy today from the president. It's a remarkable day when the leaders of the opposition in Congress allowed this to happen. Think it through. What country in the world would let a foreign leader come in and attempt to wrest from the president control of U.S. foreign policy?
Oh, my gosh. I know. My hand's raised. I know. Do you know who? The same president who did it when Mexico's president came over and spoke to Congress there in the Capitol and lectured everybody about our immigration law. That guy. Is it because Mexican President Calderon isn't a Jew? Is that what it is? Because do you remember? Oh my gosh, I got so excited I couldn't even wait for the audio soundbite to finish. So do you guys remember when Mexican President Calderon, Mexico's president, came over and addressed a joint meeting of Congress, just like Benjamin Netanyahu did, right? And President Calderon then started criticizing America's immigration law and went after the state of Arizona and went after Jan Brewer. Do you remember? Remember when that happened? Yeah. He just completely went after Governor Jan Brewer, and he basically said, quote, it opens the door to intolerance, hate, and discrimination. You guys remember that? Remember when that happened? It was all well, good, kittens, and sunshine then, wasn't it? Amazing how things change, right? Amazing. So it was totally fine when Calderon did it, because he's not a Jew. But Benjamin Netanyahu comes over and warns about Iran, and suddenly it's, oh my gosh, how dare he? How dare he do this? Little Lord Fauntleroy over at MSNBC, the widest channel on cable television. Shut up. You must be kidding me. Yeah, you guys remember that? Oh, he went after. He basically said we were all haters and we were discriminatory. That is, I mean, it is, they applauded him. They applauded him. Democrats absolutely applauded him. Benjamin Netanyahu didn't even come close. He didn't criticize the United States like Calderon did. He did not criticize. He even was complimentary. Calderon just went at governors. He criticized our laws. He stood there speaking to Congress, and he called us, they said we were discriminatory. And Calderon demanded that we change our U.S. Constitution. He said that we should reinstate the assault weapons ban. Mexico's president was invited by our president to go and speak to a joint session of Congress, and he said we should change our Second Amendment. Hands to sky. Did Netanyahu tell us? Did he tell us at all to change our Constitution the way Mexico's president Felipe Calderon did? No, he didn't. Because Calderon isn't a Jew. So it was okay. And because this administration hates the Second Amendment. There's the difference right there. How wonderfully amazing are the double standards of the progressive left. You have got to be kidding me with this stuff. I read Netanyahu's speech. I listened to it. He didn't criticize the United States. He sure as hell didn't tell us to change our Constitution. Calderon did. Democrats couldn't get to their feet fast enough. They about knocked each other over jumping up to applaud him. I mean, he came and acted like a brat. Mexico's president disgraced himself. Netanyahu, and if Netanyahu had done that, people would rightly criticize him. If he said, you need to change your laws and all of this, you need to ban guns. He didn't do any of that. He just said, look, this is what the deal is. This is what is happening with Iran. This is what you will get if you go after this deal. It is a bad deal, and it's going to allow them to be at full economic capacity in 10 years' time, at which case you have zero guarantee that they will go and continue to pursue nuclear capability. And I tell you what, this administration has not given Americans any explanation as to why they trust Iran.